Hey, it's Alex from Android Central. Today we're taking a look at what's new in the Android 4.2 update for the HTC One. So this update is rolling out now in parts of Europe and Asia, should be heading to other countries and carrier branded versions of the phone soon. And it's a pretty significant update, probably the most significant one the HTC One's had so far. Quite a lot of new stuff to cover, so let's jump straight in. Firstly, this is Android 4.2.2, so all the Android platform features you'd expect in this version are alive and well. You've got daydreams, little screensaver-like animations, they're included. You can find those under display settings. In addition, we've got some new stuff up in the notification shade. The permanent power saver box is gone. Instead, there's a new area for quick controls. We've got our contact card, shortcut to kid mode, brightness, we can tap through different levels of brightness, settings shortcut, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, power saver, that's where that option lives now, auto rotate, mobile data, and sound profile. Again, we can tap through speaker, silent and vibrate. And there's also one for Wi-Fi hotspot, another to take a screenshot. And actually kind of interesting, when you take a screenshot, the notification for that is now actionable. You've got a share button right there, and if you tap to view it, there's also a bunch of sharing options down there. For whatever reason, in earlier versions of Sense, it wasn't possible to share a screenshot right after taking it, so it's great to see that fixed here. Another small fix we're absolutely delighted to see is that we now have a way to get rid of the unsightly black bar that appears in some apps that need the menu key. Before you had to deal with losing a bunch of screens placed this ugly bar, now what you can do is remap the home key to act as a menu key when you long press it. As you can see, there's a new option for Google now because that used to be bound to a long press of the home key, so now you can just swipe up on the home key just like you would on a Nexus phone to get to Google Now. Lock screen widgets are on board too, though HTC's done this option a little bit differently. It's an optional type of lock screen, so you have to enable it in the personalization settings. In addition to that, it seems like you can only have one widget on your lock screen at a time, so you can't swipe between pages of widgets like you can on other phones. So it's a little bit more limited in how you can use lock screen widgets, but that feature is there if you want it. Blinkfeed, HTC's home screen reader, is alive and well, and in the 4.2 update it's now possible to link your Instagram account and get pictures from your subscriptions included with Facebook, Twitter, and all your other social and news updates. There's also some new stuff in the launcher. HTC's addressed one of our pet peeves to do with the way the dock bar down the bottom of the screen works. It used to be that was considered part of the app drawer, so if you drag something from the dock onto the home screen it created another shortcut, which was kind of confusing. Now that doesn't happen. If you drag something out of there, it pops right out as you'd expect and moves onto the home screen. There's a new option for setting wallpaper included as well. Head to Settings, Personalization, and you see a new option for computer photos. This lets you use HTC's Get Started service to set wallpaper on your device over the web after first pairing them using a private passkey. So if you've got photos on your computer that you want to use as wallpaper on the phone, hopefully that'll eliminate some of the hassle involved with doing that. There have been a few changes to the camera and gallery apps too. That includes Zoe shots and video highlights and a bunch of other things. Zoe's little 3-second video clips that include a bunch of stills and now say primarily as video files that you can still pull out still images from these if you want to. Before you had to deal with the camera spitting out 20 or so still images as separate files, which was a great way just to clutter up all of your internal storage. Now you just get one video file and one still, though like I said, you can still pull out additional stills from the Zoe if you want. In the 4.2.2 update, you also get 6 new templates of video highlights and new icons to help you remember which ones are which. You've got Atlantis, Hammerville, Gotham, Boulevard, Boardwalk, and Lilyton. A lot of the new ones are actually pretty cool, dramatic and bassy, especially if you've got headphones on, and we'll have a separate video showing off all of these. HTC also said it's enhanced auto exposure and auto-focusing in the camera app, so obviously they're still tweaking stuff there, hopefully to get better image quality out of that ultra-pixel camera. Finally, kind of a small change, but you can now view battery level as a percentage in the status bar. That's just a checkbox you can find under power settings, so if you want to find out exactly how much charge you've got at any one time, you can now do that. In terms of overall speed and usability, still an HTC One we're dealing with here, and the core experience hasn't really changed. Some of the animations do seem a little bit faster and smoother than they were on 4.1. Difficult to show that on video, but it is most noticeable when you hop in and out of the app drawer. In any case, it's still a very fast and responsive phone we're dealing with here. So there you go, that's a very quick look at the new stuff in the Android 4.2 update for the HTC One. You can find more over on AndroidCentral.com, so thanks for watching.